the increasing concern of people being unalived rapidly each day, more so women than males, often because they want to end a relationship. Every time I go on media or the news, another woman is being unalived. What's going on? Women mainly pretty much needs to be petrified of ending a relationship or having any form of dispute in fear of being unalived. Scary. I've just heard of another woman telling her story about having her arms chopped off, walking down the street, got graped by somebody, you know what I'm trying to say, and had her arms chopped off. And I'm like, what the hell? There are so many of us that are happy to start over and embark upon new relationships. This is really scary. I must say, there are so many platforms not giving guidance, but just saying, oh, don't give anyone your number. How do you meet somebody new without giving them your number? How do you embark upon new relationships without giving somebody your number, or at some point meeting up with them? So I kind of urge more platforms to give more guidance, references to how we can, ensure that we're more safe. But telling someone to not give out your number, don't meet anybody, it's not realistic. Apps. As you know, when COVID came, a lot of dating apps became really popular. I'm not opposed to dating apps, because the reality is the same person who's dangerous in Sainsbury's is the same man on the dating app. He doesn't become less dangerous because he's on a dating app or if I met him in a church. It makes no difference. The dating app doesn't make them the murderer. Obviously, you've got more time to, play keyboard, be more charming with the keyboard and say more stuff behind the keyboard. But I'd like to arrange a live with somebody to join me on these topics and giving realistic suggestions of how we as a community can start our lives over cautiously. But what are the precautions? That may mean, I'm not going to say never go on a dating app, they're all dangerous. Everyone is not the same. But yes, there's a lot of dangerous people on a dating app. It's the same man that sits in the church. It's the same man that teaches your children at schools. It's the same man that serves you in Sainsbury's. The dating app does not turn somebody into a lunatic. They are everywhere. It's your neighbour. It's your delivery van. It's everybody. It's your sibling. It's your parent. So I would say, for an example, if you're on a dating app, don't be stupid enough to be saying, oh, I was catfished. How do you get catfished? How did you get catfished? Did you have that video call before you went? Did you have random video calls before you met, or did you just meet them? You got this little things. And I'm not saying that by having a video call, it means you can ensure that they're not going to do something terrible. But what I am saying is, I would love to do a live talk on strategies. That can be something as simple as tell someone where you're going, the old school. If you don't want to tell anyone where you're going, leave a note in your house. Leave a note, leave a message, send your friend a license plate, something. So this is where my mind's at, guys. Actually, to be honest, guys, do you know what? There's a lot of women being unalived and they've been with that partner for 10, 20, 30 years. And they've wanted to end the relationship. So when you look at it, it's not just people you meet. That person you met 5 minutes ago on a dating app, for an example, he's the same guy that you had married for 20 years. And then 20 years later, when you say you want to end a relationship or you have a massive argument, they are the same person that's done that. Because even though we've always known to be cautious, and let's be frank, a lot of us have taken risks from childhood to now in the things that we've done, not done, where we've gone, who we've been with, who we've slept with. Let's be honest, who you've gone out on a party with, who you've drank with, whether you didn't look at your cup, your drinks, whether you put yourself at risk. None of us are perfect, and I'm far from it. But I do feel a sense of terror. That's a new level for me. Like, where do we go with this? And I need to balance it. Again, we know that it's mainly women this is happening to. Men are physically stronger. Okay, let's just get it out there. But I do know a couple of stories, and I'm going to share one because I do need to add some balance. And I have to say, guys, it does hurt my soul to only speak for one gender, because I always say I'm a mother with multiple brothers. I have a father and I have a son. And it must be horrible for those good souls to always hear about what their gender's doing that's so terrible. And it's concerning for boys to grow up feeling like, or even thinking, am I a threat to society because I'm a man? That must be awful. And I hate that narrative. I really do. But unfortunately, it happens to be more women that it's happening to. The battle of the strengths is men overpower the women. But there was a story of a man who wanted to leave a woman. and he didn't change the locks. Clearly she had keys to his apartment and he didn't change the locks. And she came back. And whilst he was sleeping, she burnt him with acid and done all sorts. And he lost a couple of limbs. And of course she went to prison, and so she should. What is it about us beings that we can't accept an ending? Endings are causing so much people to be unalived. Endings of romantic relationships. What is going on? Too many women are dying. It is so scary. And I refuse to say to myself, oh, it has to be a born-again Christian man. It has to be the man you met in the theatre or the library. He is that same guy. He doesn't become the murderer because I met him in the theatre. If I met him on a dating app, if I met him in person, it makes no difference to his soul. It makes no difference. I just wish that somebody can have a talk with me about strategies of how we can still meet people but have guidelines. No one's talking about guidelines.